allowing you to work with us. We'll make sure you win the election. We'll give you the city, huh?
We have to get out of here! Get back!
You guys are the last TWO operatives alive in La Puerta.
This ends here.
Only one shot at this! Kill her!
You had to piss him off.
Wouldn't be any fun otherwise. Got the shot.
Fuck, who is this guy? Think I chipped a tooth.
Hi guys, Luton here, and this week I was given the opportunity to travel down to EA Studios to test out exclusively 2 complete levels from Army of Two, the Devils Cartel, and get a full experience of how the game feels from both a co-op, human's perspective and an AI perspective, and this was all 1 week before it's available to the public. But even better, I was able to record footage from the game to break down and evaluate for you guys. Today's video is going to be just a short overview and a look at those unseen levels. Army of Two is a co-op third-person shooter in which you take on the role of 2 mercenaries, Alpha and Bravo. You work for Tactical Worldwide Operations, abbreviated of course as 2. The game takes us to Mexico and you find yourself fighting through dusty farm buildings, construction sites, urban street fighting. The game features massive customization for both weaponry and your personal setup, featuring strongly of course on the infamous masks. There are a huge amount of pre-prepared masks for you to choose from, but they also have included a custom design option for you to create your own unique mask design, which has again extensive options there. So let's move on to the game and the levels I was able to play through today. The first level, New Blood, is a scene setter and gives you an introduction to what you're doing here in Mexico. It leads us then sort of nicely into the training mission, which warms you up and leads you methodically through each of the mechanical skills required to be successful as a partner in Army of Two. Whilst a little dry, missions like this are always important to help people who may be new to the style of a third-person shooter, and not forgetting of course that Army of Two features the epic Overkill mode, and as you accrue kills through the level, your Overkill bar fills up, and when it's activated it renders you completely invincible. It gives your weapon unlimited ammo, and it does not even require a reload, the result of which is destruction and slaughter on an action movie level. But then Army of Two has changed significantly since its first outing. The original game focused on tactical elements of moving forward, drawing fire, flanking and working as a team, and its power features included elements like back-to-back. This has been dropped in favour of faster paced gameplay, and the Devils Cartel has plenty of that. The levels that we played flowed very quickly from one to another, and even though it has a tactical feel of working with your partner to achieve your objectives, this game is far from a serious tactical shooter. It's a hilarious cavalcade of fist-bumping explosive fun, and running in the Frostbite 2 engine only boosts this, and it's featuring destructible environments, enemies included, so break out those high caliber weapons and you can expect arms and legs, heads all over the place. The cover and move mechanic works perfectly well for a third-person game, and you feel almost cinematic as your character dodges from position to position, sliding into a rock or crate before unleashing a volley of fire on your enemies. The melee actions are also brutal and expect knives aplenty. One of the best things about Army of Two for me is that whilst the co-op gameplay with a friend is the way to go, the AI does not fall short in my experience of the game so far. Only this last week I actually discussed how AI characters in games can often be the bane of a gamer's existence, and in some cases they can even destroy what would otherwise be an enjoyable game. That is certainly not the case with Army of Two. In both the demo and the playable levels we got to test out, the AI handled all situations with good sense and genuinely supported you as a player. Never is it more frustrating to find your AI character running into certain death, or possibly the opposite, and just doing nothing whatsoever to help you in your goals. You're also given a small common rose to give basic instructions to your AI partner to bring him to you or to get him to draw enemy fire, as well as directing him to other features whilst you're on the go. Given that Army of Two is so focused on its partnership aspect, ensuring that your AI partner was on par was bound to be an important feature of the game. And I have to say that personally, I would feel very happy playing with the AI, certainly through the early levels. Whether or not they would hold their own in later, more complex situations, I feel sure that having a human player would assist you and give you more of an advantage. But one thing your AI partner is not is a weight around your neck, and that is a certain relief for a game where team play is such a core aspect. Pushing on through into the next level, we fight our way through more of the cartel complex, battling through close quarter environments where your shotgun reigns supreme and your knife is there ready to clear up things in close quarters. The customization of the weapons plays a real role in how you want your character to play out, and happily you can change up your gear setup between missions. The final confrontation of the levels we played through, it sees you then moving on, fighting into a construction site, before splitting up to take on separate roles in the same arena, defending and rescuing your individual targets. The gameplay throughout the game was addictive, and coming from someone who enjoys taking games seriously, this was really one that had me laughing and wanting more all the way. It was brutal action. Sometimes you're just running around mowing down enemies, then you're battling them, bringing them down on the ground, smashing through. Sometimes you can see them hiding behind boxes, barrels, and you just literally hold down the fire, smashing through it, firing through, blowing the hell out of them, and then hit the overkill mode to just run through, finish off anyone that's left down there, or break out of those situations where you're really trapped. It's a great deal of fun. It's a really hilarious game. I just loved it from start to finish, and I was surprised by that. I really was, because so very often with these kind of games it doesn't feel like the kind of thing that I would really enjoy because of its kind of nature, its attitude, and the kind of demeanour that it has. The cutscenes, interestingly, were quite serious. You would go from this kind of crazy full-on action gameplay to quite serious scenes where the characters really seem to be engaging with their kind of mission and their feeling there. They've got genuine sort of strength of character, and that was really nice as well to kind of bring it back to those levels. Also, unusually, sometimes with the, I mean, I've joked already this week about how much of a bro sort of fist bumping game this is, and I laughed a bit with my demo playthrough about that. But actually, it's been really good. The cutscenes and the gameplay there, it doesn't feel like cheesy, which is surprising because, as I say, so very often that is the case with cutscenes nowadays, especially within the context of this kind of title. It feels very cheesy, the narrative, and surprisingly I didn't feel that. I was really surprised. I would have thought it would be awful, thinking of other games that I've seen in a kind of similar genre, but actually it felt fun and great, and I think it's all part of the game, is it's just a laugh. You don't take it too seriously. So in conclusion, this game is a great continuation to this bro-fest of a shooter. The customization options available to you are detailed for both the look of your player and the equipment that they carry. The gameplay is fast and intense, but it allows enough space for thinking and some tactical moves. The Overkill feature allows you to battle through key areas or just hit the enemy hard when you're pinned down or trapped by an excessive force. Army of Two, The Devils Cartel is released March 26th for the US and 29th for the EU, and if you're looking for a game to kick back and have some addictively action-packed shooting, then I strongly advise you to give this title a look. For more detailed Army of Two gameplay breakdowns and analysis, as well as more EA exclusives very soon, be sure to check out my main channel. I should also say that I'll be giving away a copy of Army of Two, The Devils Cartel in the coming week, and a video announcement with the entry details and assignment for that one will be posted on my channel soon. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, be sure to rate and share the video. This is Luton, signing off.
Batista got a compound right here outside of town. Now that's where we think he's going.
So what are you thinking?
We go to the ghost town, see what we're up against.
Ain't gonna be easy.
What's the last thing we did that was easy?
All operatives report. What are you seeing out there? I sent my 2 best operatives to clean up this shitstorm.
And, well, they started one of their own.
Alpha, Bravo, you're up.
Permission to engage.
permission. Just engage.
I'm not jumping the gun here.
Here's your permission. Now engage.
Dick.
These guys don't fuck around! You ready to do this?
Permission to engage? Buy me again. Why do we do this?
Because we love working with people.
Dependo de lo mío, no me importa mi envidia porque soy un gato fino. Zona de peligro.